BMW just revealed something that could completely destroy Tesla's dominance in the electric SUV market. And what you're about to see in this footage will shock you. This is the 2026 BMW iX3, and the numbers coming out of BMW's secret testing facility are absolutely insane. Before we dive into the crazy specs, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen an electric SUV charge this fast? Keep watching because the charging demo you're about to witness will blow your mind. But first, smash that like button if you want to see more electric vehicle content like this. So what makes this iX3 so special? Well, unlike every other BMW electric vehicle currently on the market, this isn't some converted gas car with batteries stuffed underneath. The i4, the i5, even that massive ICE, they're all built on platforms originally designed for combustion engines. But this is BMW's first ground-up electric vehicle, and you can see the difference immediately. Here's where things get absolutely wild. This compact SUV, roughly the same size as a regular X3, is packing around 100 kilowatt hours of cutting-edge battery technology. Now pause for a second and guess how much range that gives you. 300 miles? 350? Try 400 miles of EPA estimated range. That's more than most gas cars can do on a full tank. But wait, it gets even crazier. Watch this charging demonstration footage carefully, because what you're seeing here is automotive history in the making. This prototype just hit 403 kilowatts of charging power. To put that in perspective, most current electric vehicles max out around 150 to 250 kilowatts. In just 10 minutes, this thing added over 200 miles of range. 10 minutes. That's barely enough time to grab a coffee and use the restroom. Now I know what you're thinking. Where are these magical 400 kilowatt chargers? That's the catch. They're still pretty rare, especially in America. But here's the thing BMW is betting on. By the time this hits showrooms in 2026, the charging infrastructure will have caught up. Plus, with that NACS port, it'll work with Tesla's supercharger network too. Now let's talk about the interior because BMW completely threw out the rulebook here. Picture this. Instead of traditional gauges in front of the driver, there's a thin display that stretches across the entire base of the windshield. We're talking pillar to pillar here. Your speed and battery level sit directly in front of you, with 6 customizable modules that you can configure however you want, spread across the rest of the screen. Then there's this trapezoidal touchscreen in the center dash that handles all your infotainment needs. It's running Google's operating system, which is a huge departure for BMW. But here's the genius part. They kept physical climate controls always visible along the bottom of the screen, so you're not hunting through menus just to adjust the temperature. I'll be honest, it sounds completely radical and maybe even confusing, but automotive journalists who've experienced it firsthand say it actually works better than traditional setups. You barely have to move your eyes to check your speed since it's so close to the windshield, and everything feels surprisingly intuitive once you get used to it. Here's what's really impressive about the driving footage you're seeing. BMW developed something they call the Heart of Joy system. Sounds like marketing fluff, right? But here's what it actually does. It combines all the separate computers that usually control different car functions into 4 super powerful processing units. Why does this matter? Watch how smoothly this thing handles on the track. Look at that cornering ability. This isn't some boring electric crossover that feels like driving a refrigerator. The journalists who tested it described the steering as perfectly weighted and the handling as genuinely playful. In sport mode, it even sends more power to the rear wheel so you can actually have some fun with it. And check out this braking demonstration. The regenerative braking system is so refined that test drivers literally couldn't tell when the vehicle had completely stopped moving. If you've ever gotten motion sick from jerky one-pedal driving in other EVs, this completely solves that problem. But here's the million-dollar question that'll determine whether this succeeds or fails. Pricing. BMW isn't revealing numbers yet, but this needs to fit somewhere between the $50,000 X3 and the $75,000 iX. Get it right, and this could be the Tesla Model Y killer everyone's been waiting for. Price it too high, and it becomes another expensive toy for the wealthy. The stakes couldn't be higher. Tesla has dominated the electric SUV space for years, but this footage shows BMW might finally have a real answer. The production version gets unveiled in Munich this September, Europeans get it late 2025, and we'll see it in America by mid-2026. So what do you think? Could this finally be the electric SUV that takes down Tesla? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, And don't forget to subscribe for more electric vehicle coverage. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next in the EV wars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.